Are they gone?
You'll talk! You can't hide. There you are.
Time for you to die.
If you are not here to grant me a good death, then you can leave. Yes, were I to simply lay down and die, it would not please Malakath. My time has come. I am old, too old to become chief. It would be wrong for me to take wives at this age. So I will die. Malakath has given me a vision of a glorious death. I am to wait here until it finds me. As you can see, it has not yet arrived. Perhaps. Are you sure about this? We shall see. Never should have come here.
You'll talk!
You're not worth it.
Tid.
Pardon me, my lady. Would you care to hear me play my lute?
Keep
If you
an eye
fancy
out
a bit
for
of
wolves
music,
if you're
let me
headed
know.
up the path to High
A
Hrothgar.
pleasant journey, my lady.
May the gods watch. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. Now, sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
The Greybeards have called a peace council at High Hrothgar. And can you believe it? Those Ulfric stormed...
Faster. I wanted to talk.
Yes? Aye.
Talking peace with Ulfric? You must be an optimist.
Bruce, Roda! There's one more thing. We know about Paarthurnax. That's fine. We needed his help. Now we don't. And it's long past time for him to pay for his crimes. And he's not just any dragon. He was the right hand of Alduin. He committed atrocities so infamous they are still remembered thousands of years later. He needs to die. He deserves to die. And it falls to you to kill him. Until he's dead. Well, I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as blades if we continued to help you. Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us or against us. Here's the big picture. He helped Alduin enslave our ancestors. He may have betrayed Alduin in the end, but that makes him worse, not better. We can't afford to give Paarthurnax the opportunity to betray us in turn and return to his old master. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion, the ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one. When I was young, our leaders became obsessed with the Thalmor threat. They believed that if and when we found a Dragonborn, we would need to protect her against the Thalmor. Turns out we fatally underestimated the Thalmor. They smashed us with ease during the Great War. I was one of the few who escaped. For a long time, all I cared about was staying alive and taking revenge on the Thalmor when I could. But then the dragons returned, and I remembered that the Blades used to be dragon slayers, and that we were sworn to protect the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer of all.
We must make them see the danger, Dragonborn.
So, Arngeir, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You're not invited here. You're not welcome here.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
Were you? The hubris of the Blades truly knows no bounds.
Delphine, we're not here to rehearse old grudges. The matter at hand is urgent. Alduin must be stopped. You wouldn't have called this council if you didn't agree. We know a great deal about the situation and the threat that Alduin poses to us all. You need us here if you want this council to succeed.
Very well. You may enter. So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Yes. Which is why I allowed this violation of all our traditions. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
And so we meet again. But this time I know who and what you really are.
We all wait upon you, Dragonborn. Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
What do you think? Are we going to let Ulfric dictate terms to us before the negotiations even start? Maybe so, but we shouldn't be making concessions before negotiations even start. Makes us look weak.
You are weak. Sooner you realize it, the sooner we can see the back of you.
Peace, Galmon.
I guess I'll defer to your judgment on this one, but I think it's a mistake.
Very well, Ulfric. Enjoy your petty victory. The Thalmor will treat with whatever government rules Skyrim. We would not think of interfering in your civil war.
Ha! Skyrim will never bow to the Thalmor. Unlike your Imperial friends here.
You're lucky I respect the Greybeard's counsel, Galmar.
Legate, we represent the Emperor here.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
To arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hoped to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
Want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. in exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim's silver. Hardly. Riften seems like a better choice to me. Well fortified, easily resupplied from across Lake Honrick, plus all the mead we can drink. Fair enough, although I'm beginning to wonder whose side you're really on. Still, Winterhold would allow us to directly threaten the rebel supply lines out of Windhelm. Better than nothing, I suppose. But Ulfric will need to offer a lot more if he wants me to give up Markarth without a fight.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk of good faith.
I expected better of you, Dragonborn. You swore an oath to serve the Emperor. Don't forget it. I can see now that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with a new demand. You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands for your own selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
You see what talking to them gets us?
I'm listening.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for your butchery at...
All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
So, Dragonborn, what do you say? I expected better from you. Once again, the Empire takes the blame for the crimes of others. You know I can't agree to these terms. The Emperor would repudiate this treaty, and I would be recalled.
Shores, bones, where will these demands end?
Let's hear it.
We want the Pale returned to Imperial control. The traitor Skald the Elder will be replaced with a more loyal candidate.
What next, Tullius? Shall I just hand over all of Skyrim?
I guess I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide, although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. So, Dragonborn, what do you say? I knew I could count on you. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it Colovian brandy. These terms are still not acceptable.
Out with it, then.
Never mind. I can see that these are the best terms we'll get from this council. So be it. The Empire at least puts the greater good above our own interests.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. Ulfric will allow Imperial troops to enter Winterhold. Courier will replace Kraldar as Jarl. The Pale will be turned over to the Empire. Brynna Merilis will assume the Jarlship in Dawnstar. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. These terms blatantly favor the rebels. Everyone here knows that. But the Empire will accept them until the Dragon Menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it. Your actions here were a disgrace. You betrayed your oath to the Emperor at every turn. Oh, I'm sure that will be comforting to your comrades that gave their lives for the territory you just handed to Ulfric.
Pay no attention to him. A ponderous windbag, like most Imperial generals. Come on, Dalmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgruf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan?
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
Ah, I believe I can be of help here. I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be. He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Alduin. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call. Ah, indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in this scroll. Oda Ving, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
I hope this truce gives you what you need. It won't last.
I don't know
You'd
why you
better
gave
be able
Ulfric
to
so
deliver,
much.
Dragonborn.
That
I
murderer
sacrificed
will
a
never
lot
rule
here
Skyrim.
today.
Dovahkiin.
We have nothing to talk about until Paarthurnax is dead.
I don't know why you gave Ulfric so much. That murderer will never rule Skyrim.
You'd better be able to deliver, Dragonborn. I sacrificed a lot here today.
I hope this truce gives you what you need. It won't last.
I don't know why you gave Ulfric so much. That murderer will never rule Skyrim.
Look! Bakur! Look! Bakur! Look! Bakur! Look! Look! Bakur! Look! Bakur!
Dremyolok, greetings. Lok Thum. Speak. Odaving will come to your challenge. Bozik, Krillot, he will not be able to resist your call. From the hill of the Dova itself, he will come. The Blades are wise not to trust me. Onikan Niov, I would not trust another Dova. Dov Walan Farel, we were made to dominate. The will to power is in our blood. You feel it in yourself, do you not? I can be trusted. I know this, but they do not. Onikan Niov Dova. It is always wise to mistrust a Dova. I have overcome my nature only through meditation and long study of the way of the voice. No day goes by where I am not tempted to return to my inborn nature. Zimgrifhorvut,
say Sulyek. What is better, to be born good, or to overcome your evil nature through great effort? Yes, this was ages ago, you understand. There were more of us then. Before the Bruniki, the Akaviri came and killed all my Zema. I used to visit him from time to time, nearly crazed by loneliness and captivity. Tiraz Sivaz. He did not even remember his own name. I do not know how he came to be caught, but the Bronyun, the Jarl, was very proud of his pet, Pak. The Hofkossayun has been known as Dragon's Reach ever since. Sum Ark Mora. Speak. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fus, Faim, or Yol? Fade in your tongue. Mortals have greater affinity for this word than the Dove. Everything mortal fades away in time, but the spirit remains. Ponder the meaning of spirit, Unslad Zi. Where mortal flesh may wither and die, the spirit endures. That is fine. Let that meaning fill you, Sum Ark Mora. You will find that your spirit will give you more strength. which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fus, Faim, or Yol? Thum. Speak. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fus, Faim, or Yol? Thum. Which calls to you? It is. Think of the. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum Arc Mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back.
Fame? See! Fame? See!
Between the war and the return of the dragons, I wonder if we should
Perhaps you have encountered... Take a look.
trade elsewhere.
May your road
I
lead you
admit,
to warm
the dragons
sands.
are a concern, but we can avoid them.
That may be, but what of the war? That is not so easy to escape from.
Yes?
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Honor to you, my Thane.
The Greybeards have arranged a truce between the Stormcloaks and Imperials. How long can such a thing last?
All hail the Dragonborn.
Thank you for your role in all of this. It'd be my honor should you decide to make Whiterun your home. Speak with Preventus. He'll make the necessary arrangements. As I promised, my men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your word. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands. Go ahead and call this dragon of yours. We're ready. You do have a plan for luring a dragon here, yeah?
Od Avin!
We're ready when you are.
Hear that?
Never should have come here.
Steady. Steady now. Keep under cover until it's down.
Jur? Zafu!
Overkeen, here I am.
That's it. Inside. Quick! Goddamn!
Need!
I think it's holding.
Horvuta med Kodav, caught like a bear in a trap. Zuubonar, you went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. Hinsir Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin. Runik Vaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course, Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him.
Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesure, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midove navarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. Zuulost ofan hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free? Serve you? No. Need id. If and when you defeat Alduin, I will reconsider. Croesus. There is one detail about Skuldafn I neglected to mention. Only this. You have the Thuum of a Dova, but without the wings of one, you will never set foot in Skuldafn. Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this. Onikan Korav Gain Mirad. It is wise to recognize when you only have one choice. And you can trust me. Zuni Tarudis. Alduin has proven himself unworthy to rule. I go my own way now. Free me, and I will carry you to Skuldafn.
Incredible. Sir, you have no idea how long I have waited for such an opportunity. I would be most appreciative if you would permit me to perform some, tests on you, purely in the interests of the advancement of knowledge.
Be gone, mage. Do not test my promise to the Dovahkiin.
I assure you, you will not even notice me. Most of them are hardly painful at all to a large dragon such as yourself.
Farengar, very bad idea.
Surely you wouldn't miss a few scales, or a small amount of blood.
May, what are you doing back there?
I've got my eyes on you.
I'm still amazed that your plan worked. No one can doubt that you truly are Dragonborn. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
We can never rest easy, for Balgraf's enemies will not. The gods.
Something to tell the grandkids, eh?
Ini dein Ruthi Astval.
I can't believe that worked.
Saran Uth, I await your command as promised. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can? Zukbrit Oth. I warn you, once you've flown the skies of Kaizal, your envy of the Dove will only increase. Amativ, Mubokotin Stinselok.